Ever wondered who would win in a fight, an alligator or a crocodile? It's the ultimate reptile rivalry, and today, we're diving deep to settle the score. These two prehistoric powerhouses might look similar, but they're from completely different families, which gives them unique strengths and weaknesses. First up, let's talk snouts. This is the easiest way to tell them apart. An alligator has a broad U-shaped snout, perfect for crushing the shells of turtles. A crocodile, on the other hand, rocks a longer, more pointed, V-shaped snout. This shape helps them deliver an incredibly powerful bite to a wider range of prey. Think of it as a sledgehammer versus a spear. Next, check out their smiles, or rather, what you see when their mouths are shut. When an alligator closes its jaw, you won't see many teeth. Most of its lower teeth fit neatly into sockets in the upper jaw. But a crocodile? It's all teeth, all the time. Their fourth tooth on the lower jaw sticks up over the upper lip, giving them that classic toothy grin even when their mouth is closed. It's a bit intimidating, right? Now, where do they live? This is a huge clue. Alligators are freshwater specialists. You'll find them chilling in swamps, rivers, and lakes, primarily in the southeastern United States, and a small population in China. Crocodiles are more worldly travelers. They have special salt glands on their tongues that help them get rid of excess salt, which means they can thrive in both freshwater and saltwater habitats. This is why you can find crocodiles in coastal areas and even out in the ocean, across Africa, Australia, Asia, and the Americas. Let's talk about size and temperament. Crocodiles generally grow larger than alligators. The saltwater crocodile is the largest reptile on the planet. This size advantage often comes with a more aggressive and confrontational personality. They're highly territorial and less likely to back down. Alligators, while still incredibly dangerous, tend to be a bit more shy. They are stockier and often prefer to avoid humans if they can. But don't get it twisted. Their bite force is immense, designed to crush, not just pierce. So, who wins the epic showdown? In the wild, they rarely cross paths because of their different habitat preferences. But if they did, it would be a clash of titans. It really depends on the individual animal, its size, age, and health. A large, adult saltwater crocodile would likely have the upper hand against most alligators due to its size, aggression, and more versatile bite. However, a fully grown American alligator is a formidable opponent and could certainly hold its own, especially in a freshwater environment where it feels most at home. It's not a guaranteed win for either side. Despite this ancient rivalry, both alligators and crocodiles are apex predators that play a vital role in their ecosystems. They keep prey populations in check and help maintain the health of their watery worlds. They are true survivors, kings of their domains, and demand our respect. So, what do you think? Who's your champion in this reptilian rumble? Let me know in the comments below. Territory isn't just about space, it's about survival. A good territory means access to food, prime basking spots to regulate their body temperature, and the best chances to find a mate. Without a solid home base, their chances of passing on their genes plummet. But how they claim and defend these territories is where things get interesting. Let's talk size. Crocodiles are the globetrotters of the reptile world. They often control vast territories that can span several miles along rivers, estuaries, and even coastal saltwater zones. Think of them as lords of entire waterways. Alligators, on the other hand, are more like homebodies. Their territories are typically smaller and more compact, centered around freshwater marshes, swamps, and lakes. They prefer to rule a smaller, well-defined kingdom rather than a sprawling empire. So how do they stake their claim? Alligators have a truly impressive method: deep, rumbling bellows that create vibrations in the water. It's an auditory and sensory warning that says, "This spot is taken." You can literally see the water dance on their backs when they do this. Crocodiles are a bit more visual and direct. They use intimidating body postures, raising their heads and tails high out of the water. They'll also perform loud jaw slaps on the surface and use a variety of grunts and hisses to broadcast their dominance. It's a full-on theatrical display of power. When it comes to aggression, there's a clear difference in temperament. Crocodiles are generally more confrontational and aggressive in defending their turf. They are quicker to engage in physical fights to drive off intruders. Alligators, while perfectly capable of being aggressive, often prefer to use warning displays first. They'll use their bellows and posturing to avoid a physical fight if possible. They're more about sending a clear message before things get messy. Of course, everything intensifies during the breeding season. This is when territorial disputes are at their peak for both species. Dominant males become extremely intolerant of rivals, leading to epic showdowns for control over the best nesting sites and access to females. It's a high-stakes game where only the strongest get to reproduce. Size and age play a huge role in this hierarchy. The biggest, oldest males almost always claim the prime real estate. They've earned it through years of survival and countless battles. Younger, smaller individuals are often pushed to the margins, forced to live in less desirable areas with fewer resources until they re-big enough to challenge the established kings. What happens in those rare places, like South Florida, where their territories overlap? In these unique zones, crocodiles usually have the upper hand. They tend to be larger, more adaptable to different water types, and more aggressive. Alligators typically recognize this and will actively avoid direct conflict, yielding the more favorable spots to their crocodilian cousins. It's a classic case of might makes right. Fortunately, human activity is a major disruptor. As we develop more land, we shrink their natural habitats. This habitat loss forces them into smaller areas, increasing territorial stress and competition. This is why we see more frequent encounters in and around urban canals and waterways. They literally running out of room. So why does all this matter? Territorial control is the key to their entire life cycle. It determines who eats, who breeds, and who survives. By maintaining their territories, they also play a crucial role as apex predators, keeping the entire ecosystem in balance. In the end, who is more territorial? While both are fiercely protective, crocodiles generally earn the title of more aggressive territory defenders. Their readiness to fight and dominate larger areas sets them apart. Alligators are masters of dominance, displays, and avoidance, preferring to win without a fight if they can. It's a fascinating tale of two different strategies for ruling the reptilian world. Thanks for watching. If you've learned something new about these incredible creatures, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the animal kingdom.